everyone and welcome to NIRMAAN. I, Debasmita Ghosh from class 9th A, roll number 8. I'm going to be presenting to you my topic, Dairy Science. Dairy science and technology relates to the study of how physical, enzymatic and microbial transformation and protection may be applied to milk to prolong its shelf life. The working model. The vertical autoclave has a cylindrical body made of pure and high quality stainless steel which makes it quite durable, with a pressure regulator as well as knobs along with valves to carry out the process of sterilization. Sterilization tank has 3 layers, namely milk storage layer, water cycle layer and insulation layer 3. So how does this work, or how is milk sterilized? There is a series of tubes, one on the side of the heating section and the other on the side of the cooling section. Milk is taken from the cow and is put in the heating section of the tube. Then, as shown by the pressure regulator right now, the milk is processed and transferred accordingly. The milk is first sterilized and then pasteurized thoroughly. Then is transferred to the cooling section to keep sufficiently cool. The relevance and the utility of my machine, the vertical autoclave. It is claimed that the process of sterilization kills the bacteria along with their spores at a temperature of around 110 degrees Celsius, and the pasteurization kills most of the disease-causing bacteria from the milk. Career emphasis. The way that dairy science has grown in the last decade, it has opened vast job opportunities of immense high prestige. Here are the list of colleges that you need to enroll in to pursue dairy science as your career. College of Dairy Science and Food Technology Campus, West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, and the third one, which is Administrative Block Gadwasu, etc. Thank you.
Greetings of the day to my respected teachers and all my dear friends. Today I, Aaron Boodle from 9th A, roll number 9118, would like to showcase before you all a project designed and created by me, dedicated to my future vista, green engineering. My project is specially dedicated to the propulsion of passenger vehicles. So without any further delay, let's get started. First of all, what is green engineering? Green engineering approaches the design of products and processes by applying financially and technologically feasible principles to achieve significant decrease in pollution and amount of non-renewable materials used. It is a branch of engineering that deals with making technology greener for the environment. In order to make the earth greener, pollution has to be reduced, particularly air pollution. And as we all know, the major cause of air pollution is emissions caused by vehicles. Here is where my topic, green engineering solutions and propulsion of passenger vehicles, comes into play. Major automotive companies of the world have departments to resolve such problems of pollution and also to do that cost efficiently. My future profession goal is to become an engineer and be a part of such departments. The project created by me, basically what the green engineers in the future will do. Since no non-renewable resources are used and the product is cost effective, solar cars will soon replace standard petrol and diesel ICE cars. A solar vehicle or solar electric vehicle is an electric vehicle powered completely or significantly by direct solar energy. Usually photovoltaic PV cells contained in solar panels convert the sun's direct energy into electric energy. These cars will be wrapped in a highly reflective paint to increase the power of the sun's rays. Therefore, by using solar panels to propel vehicles, we solve the major issue of air pollution since solar powered cars have no emissions. I would like to conclude by saying that green engineering solutions of the present are the best way to shape a bright future for all of us. Thank you.
The only way to discover the limits of possible is to beyond them to the impossible. A gracious and inclusive welcome to NIRMAAN 2021. I, Anushka Sharma, am here to propose advancement in agro-technology. In 21st century, where every field lies in the source of technology, agriculture is blindfolded to put its sight away. This adds on to the problem of differentiating between ripe and unripe fruits and veggies, which will be done manually. But not after the introduction of agrotech color surface. Imagine a factory that packs strawberries into plastic containers to be shipped off to the grocery stores across the country. It might be useful to have a machine that automatically rejects any green strawberries that were picked before they were ripe. Or you might want a machine on the farm that automatically recognizes strawberries by color and only picks up the red ones to begin with. In this project, we have built a circuit that uses visible light, which is the part of the electromagnetic spectrum of our eyes that can detect to automatically differentiate between ripe and unripe wares. Basic mechanism of this circuit is that when we look at a surface that is illuminated by white light, some colors are absorbed by the surface and we see the color or the colors that are bounced back. If you shine a red light on a red surface, that red light will be reflected back. If you shine a red light on a green surface, however, the red light will be absorbed.
Let me show you its working. So here we have the LED lights, red LED light and white LED light. We have the photoresistor here and this is the breadboard to supply electricity and this is the multimeter to measure the resistance of electricity. The diffused red LED will only light up when you hold a piece of red produce in front of clear LED and a photoresistor. But it won't light up when you use a piece of green produce. This is because the photoresistor will measure the intensity of the light falling on the produce and proportionally light up the LED, differentiating the ripe sort and the unripe one.
So friends, this is boon to farming industry, retail industry, SCM industry and spur to the economy of India. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. Today, I, Ritvik from 9th A, would like to present to you a working model based on the principle of wireless electricity. This is my initial step for my future endeavor as a physicist. This is a mini Tesla coil which works on the principle of wireless electricity. A Tesla coil is a simple coil that creates a high voltage electric field in air when a small input like 9 volt is produced in it. It was invented and designed by Nikola Tesla based on a series of using Earth and its atmosphere as electrical conductors. Materials that I have used are flare excited circuit. It is an air-core transformer that steps up a very low DC voltage to a very high AC voltage. A resistor. It is a passive two-terminal electrical component that implements electrical resistance as a circuit element. A capacitor. It stores electrical energy in an electric field. Enameled copper wire which transmits electricity, a switch for making and breaking connection in a circuit, and a plug point from where electricity is produced. So let me give you a demonstration at how it works. You can see a high voltage produced at the end of the copper wire. As air is a good conductor of electricity, it transmits electricity wirelessly. So this was a small demonstration based on the principle of wireless electricity. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Angel Castellino from 9th A, roll number 9101. I'm a nephrologist by profession and I will be showing you all the working of our kidneys. The kidneys are two bean-shaped organs located just below the ribcage on each side of your spine. Blood flows into the kidney through the renal artery. This large blood vessel branches into smaller and smaller blood vessels until the blood reaches the nephrons. In the nephrons, our blood is filtered by tiny blood vessels of the glomeruli and then flows out of our kidney through the renal vein. The left and right renal veins branch off the inferior vena cava and drain oxygen-depleted blood from the kidneys. As they enter the kidneys, the veins separate two parts and are responsible for draining blood from the ureter, which transports away urine from the kidneys to the urinary bladder. The urine is then excreted from our body through the urethra. The kidney participates in the control of the volume of various body fluids, fluid osmolality, acid-base balance, various electrolyte concentrations, and removal of toxins. Candidates aspiring to become nephrologists must possess a 5.5 years MBBS degree, followed by 2 to 3 years MD or DND course. After attaining the master's degree, candidates have to do DM to specialize in the field of nephrology. Just like my dream is to be a nephrologist, I hope each one of us can realize our own dreams and work hard to chase after our dreams. Thank you.
Good evening, my respected teachers and fellow classmates. Today I am Arush Panwar from 9th A. My roll number is 19 and I am going to present before you my vista, which is mechanical engineering, in which I am going to explain you about hydraulic cranes. Firstly, what is mechanical engineering? Mechanical engineering is the application of the principles and problem-solving techniques of engineering from design to manufacturing to the marketplace for any object. Mechanical engineering career centers on creating technologies to meet human needs, which includes solving today's problems and creating future solutions, in which healthcare, energy, transportation and more takes place. This is where hydraulic cranes solve the problem of taking objects from one place to another. Hydraulic crane is a type of heavy-duty equipment which is used for lifting and hoisting. Hydraulic cranes include an internal hydraulic system which helps them to lift heavier loads. The fluid-filled hydraulic system enables the crane to transport objects such as heavy containers and trailers. Hydraulic cranes work by harnessing the strength of fluid under pressure. Let me show you. That is how they do their work. Due to their efficiency and power, hydraulic cranes are ideal for construction or transportation projects. These cranes do not require cumbersome pulleys and gears, which make them easier to operate. Their versatility allows them to be invaluable use in projects requiring continuous weightlifting. I would like to conclude by saying, whatever your lifting or transportation needs may be, hydraulic cranes are ready to simplify your process. Thank you.
Welcome to NIRMAAN 2021. Myself, Mahimatri from class 9A. My topic is an aerospace engineer. This is a model showing the working of a communication satellite with the help of running lights. A satellite is basically a self-contained communication system with the ability to receive signals from the earth and transmit those back with the use of a transponder. Satellites are relay stations in the space for the transmission of voice, video and data communication. They are ideally suited to meet the global communication requirements of government organizations, commercial organizations as well as military, because they provide economically scalable and highly reliable transmission services that easily reach multiple sites over a vast geographic area. An aerospace engineer may design satellite equipment and write computer programs to control it remotely from the Earth once it is placed in the orbit. These engineers may also experiment with the existing satellites already in the orbit and test its functionality and communication system from the ground, identify the areas of improvement and then update the satellite programs from the ground. In future, communication satellites will have more processing capabilities, more power and larger aperture antennas that will enable satellites to handle more value. Thank you.
Welcome to NIRMAAN Exhibition 2021. My name is Manan Trivedi from class 9A, roll number 28, and my project for this year's NIRMAAN Exhibition is the rain detector. The qualification for making a rain detector is a degree in electrical engineering. Here, as you can see, there is a working model of rain detector. As soon as the rainwater touches this blade, it gets electrocuted and the electricity travels from the battery through the buzzer into the LED and it will start beeping just like this. This method is the most useful in dry village areas where there is scarcity of water and hardly any rainfall. So whenever there is any possibility of rain, this rain detector could detect it so the villagers could collect the water for future usage. Thank you.
Hello everyone. everyone. Today I, Kalpana from class 9th A, roll number 10, would like to introduce my topic, robotic engineering. Robotics involves designing, operation and use of robots. The main goal of robotics is to design machines that can help and assist you. Robotics includes constructing, testing and debugging robotic systems and robots, and ensuring that robotic machines operate safely, dependably and with great precision. Now robots can be made from a variety of materials such as metals and plastic, and most robots are composed of three main parts: the controller, also known as the brain, the mechanical parts for the movement of the robot, and sensors so that the robot can tell about its surroundings. Robots are also widely used in manufacturing assemblies, transportation, earth and space exploration, surgery, weaponry, laboratory research and mass production of consumer and industrial goods. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to NIRMAAN 2021-22. I am Anantaham from 9th grade and I'm here to explain my topic of the start of career, that is environmental engineering. Environmental engineering provides methods and facilities for wastewater management, air purification, waste disposal, recycling and other purposes for human health and well-being. And environmental engineering deals with pollution and different waste to reduce. So here's the order in environment. You can see a very filtered river flowing here. But to control the pollution, a filtering equipment has been placed to filter the water as it passes through. Later, this waste is recycled in various different ways. Here we have another equipment which works as a windmill, which creates the electricity and also filters the polluted air. Now this windmill produces a lot of energy which does not require any other plants to function, which also controls pollution. I hope you have a better understanding about this career option now. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. My name is Krisha Gaur from 9th A, and the unique career option that I have chosen to present before you all is urban planner. An urban planner is a professional who is responsible for land planning in order to develop communities, physical features, and accommodate population in cities, towns, or metropolitan areas. Here is an example in which these street lights have sensors and can monitor environmental changes and also loud noise. These street lights are a sign that our city is developing and adapting to the new world of technology. These street lights have integrated sensors that can interact with internal government transportation system or police management system. If we talk about eligibility of an urban planner, then a person who has passed civil engineering or transportation engineering is eligible for this. Thank you.
Greetings of the day to all my teachers and my dear friends. Today I, Kalpesh from 9A, will be showcasing you two of the projects of a data scientist. First, let me tell you something about data science. Data science is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms and systems to extract knowledge and insights from noisy and unstructured data and apply them. Now let us discuss the qualifications of a data scientist. To become a successful data scientist, you need a master's degree to get an entry-level job and then get promoted. First of all, I'll be showing you a bar chart of the elemental composition of the body, which I have analyzed and prepared. Its work is to specifically show the distribution and comparison of the values of the elements in our body. Next up, we have produced a weather forecast of a place according to the raw data provided by the Indian Meteorological Department. We are taking the humidity, pressure, speed of direction of wind and temperature in consideration while predicting the weather of this place. If the humidity increases, the probability of rainfall also increases and vice versa. According to the data I have analyzed, the average relative humidity will be 79%, which is more than the normal relative humidity, which will be causing a higher probability of rainfall when the wind speed being 4 km per hour, which is quite low, which will be causing a drizzle. So the rainfall predicted by me should be 27 mm. Lastly, I'd like to conclude by saying that with the growing of more online platforms and more produced data, data science has a great future. Thank you.
Hello and welcome everyone to the NIRMAAN exhibition of 2021 and 2022. Today I am Anita Nankani. I am going to explain to you my topic of calf augmentation in plastic surgery. Calf implantation or calf augmentation is a surgery which is done on the lower calf area of the leg due to a neuromuscular disorder in which the calf muscles do not develop properly. So, to decrease the resultant deformity, the plastic surgery of calf augmentation is performed on the patient. So now, for this surgery to happen, first we need to make an incision on the calf right over here. So now, we clean this incision pocket with betadine. So now, after it's all cleaned up with betadine, we take this. Now, as you can see, this implant is a calf implant used for the augmentation. So what I have to do right here is gently push in this implant in this incision pocket like so. And now as you can see, most of the implant is in. Now I just have to take it inside and it's done. Now I'll just have to suture it up. And now I have sutured up my implant like this. And now the surgery is over. Thank you for patiently listening to my explanation. I hope you learned a lot from this.
Everyone and welcome to NIRMAAN Exhibition 2021. I, Pastor from class 9th, am here to explain my topic on vistas of career food scientist. Have you ever picked any packaged food item to check its nutritional value? Do you wonder who calculates it? The answer is a food scientist. Career as a food scientist involves studying all the basic elements of food. Not only that, but a food scientist also looks for ways to make packaged food healthy and increase its shelf life. If this work interests you, and even if you want to be involved in this, then you can think of having a career as a food scientist. I have recently created a mock meat burger which looks and tastes like a real burger, but it is made out of plants and veggies. They have these for the color, coconut and sunflower oil for the fat, so it sizzles on the grill, potatoes and carbohydrates, and then these for the proteins, the majority coming from yellow peas. 24 hamburger patties, it requires the amount of water you see in this bowl. That same amount of water could make 75 loaves of whole grain bread and 30 jars of peanut butter. So if I made myself a delicious peanut butter sandwich which has nearly the identical amount of both calories and proteins compared to this patty, then I ate 2 a day. The meat would last me a little over a week and the sandwiches would last me a little over a year. So that the same amount of resources used, the same amount of calories and protein. Hope you understand about this new career opportunity. Thank you for your time.
Hello everyone, I am Avni Kumar, roll number 4 from class 9th A and would like you to welcome to our NIRMAAN exhibition 21-22. The career which I have decided is escalator mechanic, which lies under the category of science and maths. Escalator mechanic is someone who constructs, repairs, modernize escalators. Elevator mechanics have an associate degree in electronic engineering technology. Here I have used cardboard and wooden sticks to make it work, but the real elevators are made up of steel, aluminium, rubber, fabric, which are shaped by skilled workers before they go into a press and where they are used to get money. So I don't factor in anything. An early elevator mechanic with experience of 1 to 4 years earns an average salary of 40,000 and a mid-career man with an experience of 4 to 9 years earns an average salary of 2,80,000. With this, I would like to end my topic here. Thank you for listening so patiently.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanka Saxena and I am from class 9th and I have made a stethoscope. A stethoscope has 4 main parts: a diaphragm, a bell which is above the diaphragm, a tube which carries the sound, and 2 soft earpieces which fit into your ears. A doctor uses a stethoscope to hear the sounds of your heart, your lungs, your veins and arteries, and as well as the sounds of your intestine and your brain. The diaphragm is used to hear the sounds of your heart, your lungs, your veins and arteries, and the bell is used to hear low pitch sounds which will not be heard by the diaphragm, like the sounds of your intestine and your brain. The stethoscope is used for diagnosis of a disease at an early stage and is really cost effective. The doctors use the stethoscope to hear the sounds of your heartbeat and the sounds of your heart valves as well. And the doctor also checks the proper functioning of the heart and the lungs through the stethoscope. Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Christine from class 9th roll number 7. I have taken my profession as an app developer. App developers develop app for the welfare of people. Same have I done. I have created this app that's called the My Portfolio app. This screen now consists of the identity of the person, some general information, his phone number and some social apps through which you can connect to him. So here I'm going to test this app. So here is the same what you can see it on the laptop. So when I click on this dial button, it takes me to the dialing screen so that I can call him. And it would be same. And if you want to connect him through via social apps, you can click on any of these two icons. I hope you like this app of mine. Thank you for watching.
Good morning everyone, my name is Dalmia and I am from class 9. Today I will present renewable energy project in front of you. The energy which can be used again and again is called as renewable energy. There are many types of renewable energy like solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, hydropower energy and tidal energy.
Solar energy is the energy the earth receives from the sun, primarily as visible light and other forms of electromagnetic radiation. Solar energy can be converted into electrical energy by using solar panels. Wind energy is good, renewable, clean and free source of energy for power production. Reduce dependence on fossil fuels including imported oils. Reduce emission of greenhouse gas and other pollutants. The ocean covers 75% of the world's surface. It is the largest renewable energy source available to contribute to the security of energy supply. Reduce greenhouse gas emissions. There are two types of ocean energy: ocean thermal energy conservation from the sun's heat and mechanical energy from tides and waves. Rapidly increasing the population and industry causes more energy need. Biomass energy is the unending and can be obtained everywhere. Moreover, it helps the socio-economical development in the countryside. Biomass is one of the primary sources which can be used to provide renewable, clean energy. So, I would like to highlight the importance of renewable energy through my project because it is the need of time. If we switch to renewable energy sources, our dependency on other countries will reduce for fuel. At present, fossil fuel currently supply 80% of the world energy, but renewable energy is the solution for it. So, be the change you want to see in the world and use green energy, use renewable.
Welcome to NIRMAAN 2021. Myself Tanishka Sukhwal from 9th A. I'm going to explain you all about my topic, Innovative Interior Design. The innovative interior designing is the art and science of enhancing the interiors of a building so as to achieve a healthier and more aesthetically pleasing environment for the people using the space. An interior designer is someone who plans, researches, coordinates and manages such enhancement projects. The 7 elements for the interior designing are color, form, space, texture, pattern, line and light. Nowadays, due to the lack of space, people have utilized the space more smartly, which included space-saving furniture such as a wall bed, a pull-down bed or a fold-down bed, which is a bed that is hinged at one end to store vertically against the wall or inside a closet or a cabinet like the one presented over here. The primary purpose of these beds is to save some space in the small apartments or bedrooms. Another space-saving furniture is the foldable wall-mounted study table with storage. It is designed to offer convenience and ease. Our foldable study table with storage shelves here is one of the sure ways to save some space and yet have a multifunctional workplace at home. Thank you.
A motorcycle mechanic is a mechanic that focuses on the maintenance and repair of motorcycles. They may also work on mopeds, dirt bikes, scooters, and similar vehicles. Some of the routine maintenance tasks they perform include replacing fluids or changing tires. When the motorcycle isn't working correctly, the motorcycle mechanics perform tests to determine the issue and then conduct repairs. So now, what does a bike mechanic do? A motorcycle mechanic's main duties are to service, inspect, repair, and sometimes build motorcycle engines. Other duties of a bike mechanic include running diagnostic tests to determine what is wrong with the motorcycle, checking ignition points on a motorcycle engine, replacing spark plugs, inspecting and replacing brakes, overhauling engines or electric systems, making major repairs due to an accident or neglect. So now let's discuss how to become a bike mechanic. A high school diploma or GED is the minimum requirement to become a bike mechanic. Some of the courses to become a bike mechanic comprise fuel systems courses, starting systems courses, electrical, ignition, electricity, exhaust and emission control courses. Is motorcycle mechanic a good career? Yes, of course, it is a good career if you enjoy working with your hands, love working with new technology, and have a great passion for motors. The great thing about pursuing this career is that it is never too late to start learning, and many people work well into their 60s as well. You may have an enjoyable and fulfilling career with an excellent prospect to earn some money.
Hello everyone, Paridhi Totlaya from class 9A welcoming you to NIRMAAN 2021. I am here representing robotic engineering, particularly humanoid robot and a humanoid robot arm. What is robotic engineering? A robotic engineer is a highly skilled and trained profession. Their job involves high-level skills in engineering and computer science. There are 5 types of robot: pre-programmed robot, autonomous robot, humanoid robot, telereported robot, augmented robot. Humanoid. Here is a model of humanoid robot and a humanoid robot's hand. What is a humanoid robot? A humanoid robot is a robot resembling the human body in shape. In 1495, Leonardo da Vinci sketched a plan for the first humanoid robot known as Leonardo's robot. The robot could stand, sit, raise its whistle. Uses of humanoid robot. Used for research, taking care of people, teaching, for education and entertainment purpose. This is the head, torso, 2 legs and 2 hands. This is the facial expression of a robot. The schematic part: distance sensor, servo motor, Raspberry Pi, Gold Shield GR, Arduino Duo, USB Wi-Fi, camera, 9V power supply, sensor, central sensor. Arm is used for multiple industrial applications for welding, material handling and thermal spraying to painting and drilling. It even helps disabled people to hold objects. In conclusion, I would like to tell about the future of humanoid robot. The robotic industry will see an increase in humanoid robot as they will count for 75% of all robotic installation by 2025. The growth of robotic will also affect the service industry. In a recent report from Berg Insight, the service robot base is expected to install 264.3 million units by 2025. In 2021, 29.6 million service humanoids were installed worldwide. Thank you.
My name is Harshit Singh. I am from standard 9th A. My roll number is 25. For the NIRMAAN exhibition, my topic is cardiologist. Cardiologists are the doctors who specialize in the treatment of cardiovascular system, which includes the heart and the blood vessel. Cardiologist is also educates the habit of promoting heart health, education and training of cardiologists. The doctor have trained specially from the field of cardiology. Cardiologists is typically go through the medical schools before focusing into the heart related specialties. The typical cardiologist undergo at least 10 years of medical training. Include the 4 years of medical school and the 3 years of training in the internal medicines. Finally, a cardiologist must undergo the 3 additional years of medical training and specialized cardiology. Cardiology is one of the most competitive internal medicine fellowships and required 3 years of training and completing the total 6 years. Qualification of cardiologist. The steps to lead the cardiologist are the following. To become a cardiologist, we have to take a bachelor degree from MBBS after standard 12 and get the admission in PG course leading to a doctor of medicine in journals. And after that, we have to get a degree of MD and to go the specialty course of 3 years of DM in the cardiology to be a cardiologist. I have taken the topic cardiologist. I have made a project on how does the heart pumps. As you can see there, it represents lungs, arteries, veins, left heart, right heart, veins, arteries, and a body. As you can see, the heart is divided into 2 separated pumps, and right side and the left side. The right side of the heart receives oxygen to poor blood from the veins and pumps back into the oxygen from the carbon dioxide. As we can see from lungs, as we get it goes to here and then it comes into the left heart. As the left side of the heart receives oxygen from the rich bloods and lungs and it pumps through the arteries from the rest of the body. As thank you Palmis for giving me this opportunity to show my project.
Hello teachers and friends. My name is Niyati Agarwal and today I want to share some very interesting career opportunity. Space tourism. Yes, you heard it right. While this is at an early age, we have some big companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, Boeing, Virgin Galactic already testing out the space shuttle. The job prerequisites include completing Masters 12+3, Prelim 2 years of astronaut training, certification from Government Space Agency ISRO or NASA, medical fitness certificate. Be their trainer and guide to ensure they are medically fit to travel and learn the important ways to have a safe trip. In space tourism, these companies will train the travelers for more than a week so they are ready for this most memorable once-in-a-lifetime trip. I believe that in the next 10 years, we will have a great story and dream career to travel to space and give our travelers their best memories. Thank you.
Welcome to NIRMAAN Exhibition 2021. I am Daksh. Today I am going to discuss about the topic of stock broking. Share market is a very important topic to talk about. It can tell you about advantages and disadvantages. It can make your money into 2 and also it can make your money into half also. So I am here to tell you the importance of the share market. Stockbroker. Stockbroker is a dealer, advisor and a registered investor who can tell you about financial advisory of investing in stocks. This is one model of a share market. Share market offers 2 categories, BSE and NSE. BSE is Bombay Stock Exchange and NSE is National Stock Exchange. BSE was established in 1875 by Mr. Premchand Roychand. He is a cotton merchant and a Rajasthani Jain businessman. BSE is the oldest in Asia and BSE is the 10th oldest stock exchange in world. I hope you get more information of stockbroking. Thank you.
Hello everyone and welcome to NIRMAAN 2021. My name is Dalmia Joshi and I am from class 9A and my roll number is 11. Our topic for this year is vistas of career. So I have chosen the career offshore oil and gas industry, mainly FPSO. FPSO stands for Floating Production, Storage and Offloading. As its name suggests, FPSO is a floating vessel that acts as a mobile offshore production and storage facility. They are typically employed and leased by oil and gas companies. The vessels themselves are equipped with processing equipment for the separation, storage and offloading of oil and gas. When oil and gas are processed, it's safely stored in the FPSO until it can be offloaded onto a tanker or pipeline for transportation on shore. With FPSO, oil and gas companies are not required to build any permanent structures like pipeline or pile buildings. FPSOs have the capability to store processed oil and gas and offload it to the shipping tankers for transportation to the refineries. Thank you.
A full-stack software developer. Greetings of the day to my respected teachers and all my dear friends. Today I, Aditya Datta from class 9A, roll number 9120, would like to showcase before all of you a project designed and created by me, dedicated to my future vista of becoming a full-stack software developer. My project is specially dedicated to the work done by a software developer. So without any further delay, let's get started. What is a full-stack software developer? In the world of software programming, it helps someone on the team who is something of a jack of all trades but masters of none. They can help with various stages of development and have the versatility and time management to assist all levels of the development team. A full-stack software developer is someone who knows various coding languages from front-end design and the development of website along with the back-end coding, who knows how to manage a Linux server. They are familiar with Python, JavaScript and such computer languages, etc. In essence, it's someone who handles every aspect of a website from the front end, back end and the server side. They also know how to work with the database management. So what does a full-stack software developer do? A full-stack software developer is someone who works with the back end or the server side of the application as well as the front end or the client side. Full-stack software developer have to have some skills in wide variety of coding niches from databases to graphic design and UI UX management in order to do their job well, helping with the design and development of the software, testing and debugging software to keep it optimized, writing clean code for the front and back end of the software, designing user interactions on the web application itself, creating servers and databases for the back end of the software. Thank you for listening. I would like to conclude by saying that the work of the software developers is the best way to shape a smarter and brighter future for all of us humans.
I'm Bhavya Jha from class 9A. The theme of our NIRMAAN exhibition is Vistas of Career, and the career I have chosen is pulmonologist. Pulmonology is a medical specialty that deals with diseases involving the respiratory tract. It is also known as respirology, respiratory medicine or chest medicine in some countries and areas. Pulmonology is considered a branch of internal medicine and is related to intensive care medicine. In easy and other words, we can say a physician who specializes in respiratory system. Now, what are the diseases treated by a pulmonologist? Diseases commonly evaluated and treated by pulmonologists include asthma, lung cancer, complex lung infections including tuberculosis, pulmonary hypertension and etc. Qualification for becoming a pulmonologist. Pulmonologists typically need a bachelor's degree, a degree from medical school which takes 4 years to complete and 3 to 7 years in internship and residency programs. Medical schools are highly competitive. As you can see in the model, it represents the lung of a human, the left lung and the right lung. When someone respires, the lung inflates. But as you can see here, the left lung is inflating and the right is not. Because the windpipe going to the right lung has some blockage. That's when we need to consult a pulmonologist. I would like to conclude that the career as pulmonologist is well suited to everyone, even those with special needs. The career of a pulmonologist is about diagnosing and treating diseases or conditions related to an individual's respiratory system. Thank you.
Welcome to NIRMAAN 2021. Myself Vantika Saxena. I am going to explain you about my topic, medical technologists. Medical technologists are trained professionals who investigate the patients as advised by the consulting doctor. They perform tests on patient samples and prepare a report for medical professionals. Medical technologists makes valuable contributions to patients' care by performing clinical laboratory procedures. They collect and analyze blood samples, body and tissue fluids using the latest technology and analytical techniques. A person who wants to become a medical technologist needs bachelor degree in science in medical laboratory field. Today I am going to perform some tests just like a medical technologist does. Test number 1. Change of color of urine to reddish brown indicates that a person is suffering from hematuria, kidney or a bladder cancer, and he must consult a doctor immediately. Test number 2. Change of color of urine to orangish represents that a person is suffering from urinary tract infection and he must consult a physician. Therefore, we conclude by saying that medical technologist enables early and accurate diagnosis of health problems, facilitating timely inventions and improving outcomes. Thank you.
A warm welcome to one and all present here. Today I, Abha Agarwal of Grade 9, Division 8, will be presenting before you a profession that is greatly encouraged and needed given the certain circumstances, being it called psychotherapy. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? It is as a fact one of the numerous divisions of psychology, a branch of science which deals with the study of the human mind. So without any further ado, I present to you my project. Now what exactly is psychotherapy? Psychotherapy, also called counseling, is any form of treatment for psychological, emotional or behavior disorders in which a trained person establishes a relationship with one of the several patients for the purpose of modifying or removing existing symptoms and promoting personal growth. 5 approaches of psychotherapy are psychodynamic therapies, behavior therapies, cognitive therapy, humanistic therapy and holistic therapy. Now, how does psychotherapy work? Therapy may be conducted in an individual, family couple or group setting and can help both children and adults. Sessions are typically held once a week for about 30 to 50. Both patient and therapist need to be actively involved in psychotherapy. The trust and relationship between a person and his or her therapist is essential to working together effectively, benefiting from psychotherapy. Now, the question arises, why choose psychotherapy? I can give you 3 justification points. You want to create a positive change. You seek meaningful work and you want to make a difference. Or you seek flexibility in your career. A career as a counselor can be extremely flexible. To conclude, psychotherapy generally defined is any form of treatment for mental health illnesses, behavioral or any other emotional problems in which a trained person establishes a professional relationship with a client for the purpose of removing, modifying or reducing existing symptoms and or behavior problems and of promoting personal growth and development. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ayan Khan and my topic is cyber security. As you know, cyber security is the use of technologies, processes and controls to protect systems, network systems, tools and data from cyber attacks. It aims to reduce the risk of cyber attacks such as cyberbullying and phishing and etc. and prevent unauthorized exploitations and programs, network and technologies. As you know, many other social platforms such as Instagram, Facebook and Snapchat also use cybersecurity to protect their legal authorized things from from cyber attacks. So now let's see how does it work. And this is how a cybersecurity works. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Pranshu Singh from class 9th and today I am going to explain you about the role of an investment banker. An investment banker may undertake several activities for a client, but the key task of an investment banker is to raise capitals through issuing securities, whether debt or in equity. Investment bankers are executive salespeople. This means that an investment banker should ideally have strong communication acumen or a large network to reach out to. Normally, strong people skills will aid to the job of an investment banker. Thank you.